What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your neighborhood favorite, DJ King David, with another hip hop story for you, coming straight from the Detroit hip hop underground in the 90s, underground kids. And this one right here is how I met Bizarre from D12. Now, before we met, I used to see Bizarre rap at the hip hop shop. I started seeing him probably like the summer of '95. And one thing about Bizarre, he always had stage presence. Like you might not remember anything he said, but you're gonna remember that he rapped that day. He had the punchlines. Um, his presence reminded me of old school wrestling from the '80s. If you remember Bam Bam Bigelow, George Animal Steel, Junkyard Dog, that was the Bizarre lane. He would say a punchline and pose. Make a face. He was really a developing character. At that early part of the game, he already knew the lane that he wanted to do. He was already in his weirdo movement. You know what I'm saying? It was already there. He was Bizarre Kid. So like I said, it's like 95, 96. Come late 97, early 98, I moved. The hip hop shop closed in 97. Things around me were starting to change, and I just wanted to get away. And I was still messing with college. So I moved away to try to refocus and get back to my studying. But the music thing was always calling me. So I moved to Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor, which is like half hour to 40 minutes outside the city. And I go to a hip hop night in Ann Arbor at the Heigenberg Hotel. And it's a guy selling tapes and records at the party. He had a table set up. So I go over to be nosy, and it's a Bizarre. It's the same kid I used to see at the hip hop shop. He had a vinyl, he had a record, and he had a cassette. Attack of the Weirdos EP. So I ended up buying that, and the person who sold it to me ended up was Mark Kemp. Shout out to Mark Kemp, Real to Real. Mark was a very influential person in the Detroit Underground. He was doing management for M and D12. Mark was the one-stop shop. If you need a project pressed up, he was pressing up cassettes for people, press up your CD, press up your vinyl, press up your promotional stickers. He had the Underground Sounds magazine. So Mark was a central character in this hip-hop scene that we had going on. So I buy the vinyl, I buy the record, and I buy the tape, and I take it home, and The Outsiders is on it. Now, I was familiar with The Outsiders because Pace One and Rod Digger and Young Z was featured on the Fugees album in '96 on the Cowboys. They had the video for it and everything. So I read about Bizarre around the same time too in DJ Butters magazine, Funky Fresh in the Flesh. You can check out my DJ Butters story, and I actually did a story about the magazine. It's a magazine review. You can check that out on this channel, and you can see the Bizarre article. So I'm like, wow, this dude is in magazines. He got a professional tape pressed up. He got a record pressed up. I'm impressed at this point. So I said, okay, Detroit is really doing something, really stepping a presentation up, stepping the game up. I'm loving it. So fast forward a little bit of time, and I'm back in Detroit, and I'm doing music now. I'm full-fledged. I'm gonna be a part of a rap group. I was actually DJing for Boom over Modern Tribe. Modern Tribe was a record label slash management slash studio. You check out my Proof story, and I talk about Modern Tribe in that story also. And the DJ Butter story, I talk about Modern Tribe. So I'm at Modern Tribe, and one day Proof walk in. So I'm like, oh shit, this is like my first time really seeing Proof in a long time, probably like maybe a year and a half to 2 years. And he telling me about M's deal. At this point, M is in California recording the Slim Shady LP, and Proof is in Detroit. and he's reassembling D12 to make demos to get the M. So one day they had a D12 session, and Bizarre walks in. So I'm really tripping, like, wow, this the dude who I bought his material in Ann Arbor, and I'm in the studio with him, and he's with Proof. It was Proof, rest in peace to him, off top. Bugs, rest in peace to Bugs, Bizarre, Conniver, and the Con Artists. They were starting to record new D12 songs. So in the course of me seeing Bizarre in the studio, because I'm working for the label, we get to talking, and he was like, "Where you from?" So I'm like, "I'm from Schoolcraft." He said, "For real, what part?" I'm like, "Shit, Schoolcraft, Southfield area." He was like, "My peoples, I be over there sometime with my peoples." Come to find out, if you're an early Eminem D12 fan, if you remember the video for I Shit On You, it's a girl in the house with Bizarre. That was his girl at the time, Anadi. You may know her as Cindy Syringe. Well, her peoples was my peoples from the hood on some hood shit. Come to find out, when Bizarre is on the craft, he hanging with my little brother. So we putting all this together, and then we just tripping out like, wow, it's a small world. So me and Bizarre got cool, considering that he was hanging with my brother already. So when he would come on Schoolcraft, he'd hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I go over there, blow some blunts, we talk some shit, just kicking it on some hood shit. So one day I called him, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about to get down with the mountain climbers. What you think?" He was like, "Yeah, that's a good move, because we already messed with them. They already tied in with us. You need to be with them." So a lot of people don't know that was one of the reasons that I got into mountain climbers after striking journalists approached me. You know what I'm saying? I went to bro, let him know what the move was, and because he was kind of like showing me the way. Like Bizarre used to call my house almost every day at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And if I sounded sleepy, he'd get on me like, "Yo, business starts at 9 o'clock. What you doing for your hip hop? Are you not doing nothing? Or you ain't serious?" And he'd hang up. Or he'd be like, "You're down." You know what I'm saying? Like Bizarre used to get up every day and call people about his career. Plot on how he's gonna get things done, how he's gonna make his name bigger. And that's one thing I always admired about Bizarre, was his drive. So I get down with the mountain climbers, and one day Bizarre called me. He said, "What you into?" I'm like, "Shit, about to wash these dishes. You know what I'm saying? Probably get something to eat." He was like, "Shit, we about to go to New Jersey. I'm about to pick you up." I'm like, "Shit, man, I ain't got no money to go to New Jersey right now. Like, I'm really, I'm trying to get some money. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of fucked up right now." He's like, "Don't worry about it. Just pack you a bag. I'll be at your crib in an hour." Shit, about 45 minutes, somebody in my driveway hitting the horn. It's Bizarre. You know what I'm saying? So he was the first person to take me out to Jersey, and kind of like put me down at the outs. You know what I'm saying? Stay at the outhouse. For those who don't know, you can go on YouTube and type in Young Z Outsiders MTV Cribs. It's the best MTV Cribs besides Redman. And they both in the bricks. So what do you expect? Yeah, but so Busy took me out to New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Introduced me to Diesel Don. Rest in peace to the Govmatic. You know what I'm saying? Introduced me to Redman. Introduced me to Dante Ross. Bizarre just knew everybody in New York. Like as soon as we touched down, and this is before cell phones was really the thing, he'll go to a payphone and make 1, 2 calls and we somewhere chilling. You know what I'm saying? VIP it out. Bizarre took me to Shady Records office when they had their first office in New York. You know what I'm saying? The office was maybe like 2 rooms, 2 small rooms at that. You know what I'm saying? So he really let me see the inner workings of the industry from the inside. Bizarre had me up in the Source magazine offices. Shout out to Mecca. You know what I'm saying? You be seeing my man Mecca on the Math Hopper show, Mr. Mech. You know what I'm saying? He was writing for the Source at the time. So we up there chilling, man. Shout out to the whole Source staff, 2000, 99, 2000. Your boy, Young Dave from Detroit. Y'all remember me. You know what I'm saying? Being up there with Bizarre, doing our 1-2. Always had open arms for us, wherever we went. Wherever Bizarre went, everybody just showed him love. You know what I'm saying? He's really, really the network king. That's why he got so many projects. When you stop watching this, Google Bizarre discography, and you see how many albums he got out, and look at his guest appearances and his features. The boy don't be playing. He's a weirdo, but he ain't weird about this rap work. When it comes to that work, he's straight edge. He's gonna get it done. But yeah, that's how I met Bizarre. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing him at the shop, and then actually met him in the studio, and then he took me under his wing, had me DJing for him for a second. We did a couple of events. Lots of memories with Bizarre. Me, him, and Bugs used to be fooling. Rest in peace to Bugs. I miss my dude. Man, we used to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Inside out blunts all day. And jokes. You do not want to start cracking jokes with Bizarre. He gonna get you. That boy got jokes. For real, for real. So yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the story, man. I hope it made your shower caps real dry. You know what I'm saying? I was there the first time he dyed his hair red. You know, it was crazy. The first record I ever really scratched on was a Mountain Climbers record, Striker and Journalist, and it had Nigeria, Bizarre, and Swift on it. It's called Maximum Carnage. You know what I'm saying? And that's the story, man. You can check out Bizarre on my album with Pace One and DJ Butter. It just came out. It's called Good Dope Sells Itself. It's going to be on all the platforms October the 2nd. We also got physical copies, limited edition CDs, vinyl and cassettes coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So that's my history with Bizarre. I always say it every time. I'm going to say it again. I ain't going to talk y'all to death. Hope you enjoyed the story. Hope you enjoyed the memories. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comment section. Give us some comments and feedback. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Share the video. Talk about the video. And I also got a mix on this channel called The Weirdo World. It's a Bizarre tribute mixtape. So make sure you check that out. They got some exclusive stuff on there, some stuff you never heard. And it's dope. That's right, it's dope. So yeah, man, one more time, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. DJ King David, neighborhood favorite. Follow me on Instagram, DJ King David 1, Detroit Skills. DJ King David 1, Detroit Skills. And you can check me out on SoundCloud, DJ King David 313. DJ King David 313 on SoundCloud. And also, Good Dope Sells Itself. Get that. Bizarre is on it. You know what I'm saying? And Bizarre is the reason that the Outsiders in Detroit has that bond. It was Bizarre out there networking and moving around, and he ran into Young Z, which in turn led to Pace One coming here, which in turn led to Bizarre going out to New Jersey, which led to Eminem going to New Jersey, which led to me being taken out to New Jersey. So I want to thank Bizarre for taking me under your wing early on. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get down. That's my man, 1,000 years. And